Welcome guys to the vlog. My name is Johnny Griffith, and on this episode we are going to a casting that I'm producing today for an event that I'm having on Friday. It's 22nd of May. So today is the 17th of May 2026, and the casting today is for an event that I do monthly, bring together musicians and filmmakers, because I'm a music supervisor and it's important for me to bring together both filmmakers and musicians as someone who works in both fields. And I'm also a director also. So I've done a lot of production in my life, in my career. I started doing production, first time I picked up a camera was about 10 years ago. And I've been working in the industry for about 6-7 years. So this is a great opportunity for me to, one, network with myself or network with others, two, build something for myself, build my personal brand, which I'm always doing, and three, bring community together. And one thing that is going on in Miami this week, or next week shall I say, is Swim Week. Now if you don't know what Swim Week is, Swim Week is a annual, I would say, festival, kind of like New York Fashion Week, but for swimwear. And about 30 to 40,000 people come down to Miami for Swim Week. It's all about swimwear. So I'm going to be vlogging about that next week when I have 1 or 2 events to go to. It's going to be fun and whatnot. There's a lot of competition out there because there's castings, there's big brands that are spending millions of dollars, and just little old me building my own thing in Miami. But to focus, to speak more about the event itself, it's called A Johnny's Blue Room, and what my focus is to build a eclectic, very curated event. And if you don't know what a blue room is, it's usually something related with jazz and jazz musicians, or like in the White House there's a reception room called the Blue Room. So my events are more than just musicians coming together. Think late night television, and where I interview people each event, and I have musicians play, and also it's catered around a networking mixer. So it's very exciting. And like I said, with the one that's coming up this Friday, I'm bringing together the elements of fashion, because at the end of the day, fashion needs television, film, and music. Musicians need models all the time for different projects, and film needs models and actresses and actors all the time. So it's going to be fun. This is going to be a Swim Week themed event, and hopefully it goes well. I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous a little bit, because I haven't done this before. I haven't done a casting, so this should turn out to be very interesting. And just walking around my neighborhood, it's a very cool day for May, but it's a little bit overcast on this side. But hopefully it doesn't rain. It was raining earlier, and hopefully it all turns out well. There probably won't be too many models showing up because of all the castings that are going on. But one of my fashion producer friends were like, "Don't worry, man. That's okay." So take it a step by step. And this is my first casting. The next casting will be bigger. But hey, I'm glad that whomever's watching this beyond the camera, on the computer and on YouTube, I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for joining me on this journey. All right guys, so we are at the Epoca Brewery right now. So this is where we're gonna have our casting, and this is usually where I have my events. This place in North Miami has given me my start. I started my events here over a year ago. Well, maybe more like a year and a half ago. And we've had some great partnerships with Epoca Brewery. So shout out to the brewing company, shout out to Epoca, and wow, we're here. We're here. Let me just. It's a cool spot. At night. It's really, really nice. But let me just show you what we got going on here. So I've had events inside, but I usually have my events outside, and this is what the spot looks like usually. It's not set up right now, but this is where my usual setup is. So, and then you have a studio over there it's called Big Box Studio, I think. Black Box Media, sorry. So this is a sound stage and everything back there. It's a really nice spot. It's a really nice spot to come hang out. It's a really nice spot to have events. Sometimes they close down this parking area right here, and you have the brewery inside. And this is, I guess, what I will call it a hidden gem in North Miami. And today we're gonna have our casting. This is my first casting. Can you imagine that? We're here. We're just doing it, just grinding, man. Just putting ideas into action. I was very timid about doing this casting. One of my other fashion producer friends or fashion friends gave me this idea. Bring models in, I've always wanted to do something with swimwear, and he said, do a casting for a host or hostess. And this is what we're doing. So I'm waiting for time to pass right now. So obviously I'm just recording, but also I have one or two colleagues coming in. I think the designer who is going to be using his designs on the hostess is going to be coming. One of his colleagues is coming that put out the casting information. I'm not sure how many people are going to come. It's very, very competitive. I don't expect a very, very big turnout, but hey, this is a start. We have to start, and I'm showcasing this. Never done this before. I need to put that out again. I've never done this before, so I'm excited. So we'll see. Stay tuned to what's to come on the video, on the vlog, and I hope you enjoy. And I hope you have Epoca.
Do you wanna? We have the Epoca Brewing Company getting ready for the
Blue Room. The Blue Room.
The Blue Room.
Yeah, the Blue Room.
Epoca.
Epoca.
I mean, I've had so many people pronouncing so many different ways, so
Epoca.
There was a cactus. I almost touched it. But yeah, I like make it natural, make it you. Want to see your personality for the cameras. Alrighty.
So the script is, hi, my name is Pearl.
Yeah, just a.
This is Epoca, and we're welcoming the Blue Room.
Yeah, the Blue Room, Johnny's Blue Room.
We're welcoming Johnny's Brew Room.
Johnny's Brew Room.
Brew Room.
Blue Room.
Blue Room.
Yes, Blue Room.
Ready? Record?
Yeah, it's recording.
All right, ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Hello, good afternoon, Miami. This is Periel DeRitai here, and we are at the Epoca Brewing Center. Today we are welcoming Johnny's Blue Room here at 5233 Northwest South Avenue. Be here or be square. We're going to be here till 8 p.m. this evening, and this is the place you want to be if you're here for a good time. Again, my name is Periel DeRitai, and we are welcoming Johnny's Blue Room here, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Be there or be square.
Like that. Very
like
natural.
Amazing sugar.
So with Miami TV, I cover a lot of events. I go to different events. Like on Friday, he's gonna be hosting, and you need the host to introduce.
Introductions. We're gonna have two music acts. We might have 3, but 2 music acts. We have a program, so I would send that to you.
Okay. So hosting.
Are you
Yeah,
available this Friday, 22nd?
Friday the 22nd. At what time?
Starts at 8 o'clock, but probably kind of need to like prep beforehand. So like maybe 30, 45 minutes before.
Certainly. I could be there.
And yeah, so we're just gonna go through the whole program. The whole program, basically, how we usually run it. Usually, generally, we'll have kind of like a 15-minute session.
Run practice session.
Well, 15-minute performance. Like I have performance play. Then I'll have like a 30 to 45-minute interview, and then I have probably like 20, 30-minute musical acts play, two sets, and then it usually carries out the night. I mean, depending on the quality of the acts and how they carry the crowd, I mean, it fills the night. So
Amazing. So it's around from 8 to 10.
So there you go. That was the casting. I'm not a big fashion person. I'm not a big brand, but we got to start somewhere. But she was quite awesome. So, just like Rod said, hey, all you need is that one person. I've done a lot of cool things, but, I'm still growing in event planning, and at least I got what I wanted. I got a hostess. I think she's perfect for the job. She was the only one out of probably like a dozen and a half girls who really seemed keen. She showed up and she's willing to promote herself. She was asking questions. The other girls weren't really asking questions. So, hey man, maybe this is a start to a good business relationship. I don't know. But Periel, I think it's her name, she said, she's pretty good. She's good. So, we just continue to grow this program, continue to grow the channel. At the end of the day, this is just the raw content behind the scenes. It doesn't always go perfect. I've worked with big celebrities. I've worked with big brands, and things don't always go as well. And that goes with the event production. Some of the biggest concert promoters I've spoken with in the past say they've lost $1 million on concerts that they thought they would, yield from, profit from. But it's all good, ladies and gentlemen. It's all good. This is behind the scenes of entrepreneurship. This is a game. This is development. And whether you are building or whether you're really, really established, there are things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't get to see, and the results you want don't always yield. So yeah, I'm happy. At least I got a hostess. I got a TV producer who's worked with CNN, and my event will get shown to thousands of people around the world through Miami TV at once. And that is progress from where I started at over a year ago. Over a year ago, I was stressing about, even getting people into the door. But a lot of noise. But I'm seeing the progression. I'm getting the media coverage that I want, and now this is an opportunity to continue to build my media kit so I can get the press and progress and sponsorships I want from this event. The whole goal is to take this on a tour. I want to do an event tour. I want to go to London. I want to go to Colombia. I want to go to parts of Latin America and do this and get the exposure online, build the online community. That's my number one goal. That's always been my goal. That was my goal in 2019 when I first thought of this idea. Got slowed down because of COVID, but the thought of this never died down. And I restarted this from a year ago, and now here we are. We're in Miami, enjoying the beautiful, beautiful scenery, the art scenery that it has to give, and giving opportunity to lots of people out there. And that's my whole goal, and that's my whole idea. Give exposure to all the creative community. And I'm excited for where this is going to go. I'm really excited for where this is going to go, people. Like, when you put your ideas together and execute on them and see them come to fruition, that's a beautiful thing. I never thought I would yield to this point. Well, that's a lie. I've gotten to this point with a lot of grunt. I have gone through many trials and tribulations. I have had to cut out people. I've had people cancel on me. Like Rob was telling me when he was working at CNN, he would have a backup for the shows that he would do, like the talent, because people will cancel, people will always show up late. So you have to have a game plan and you have to have a backup. And that's one thing that I have learned, because throughout this whole year, I've had so many people cancel on me. Some legitimate, some people overextend themselves and say yes, and they say yes to another thing, and then they see what sticks or what they can do, and then at the end of the day, you get the end of the stick because they overextended themselves, and then they can't come to you, and now your product fails. And at the end of the day, as much as we can blame other people for not showing up, it's your product. So you have to make the adjustments for when things happen. And one of the things that happens that you can do is have backups, have people in place, have designers in place, have talent in place, have extra crew in place. So when anything happens, you can make a phone call and say, can you fill in? And that's one thing I've learned. So event production has given me so much growth. It has given me the backbone to really operate under pressure, to come up with ideas, to adjust, which all event production is. All types of, from low to end, most event productions, things happen. Electricity could go out, something can get blown up, whatever. But the thing about it is, I'm so happy, man. This gives me joy. And I just want to say to anybody and everybody out there, just go after your dreams. Execute, and you don't know where it's going to take you. You have an idea, you have a dream, you have a passion, you want to go forward and accomplish certain goals, but you won't accomplish those goals if you don't put in the action. And start with what you have. Now, over a year ago, I didn't have much event production experience, and now I'm having TV professionals. I'm interviewing executives in the entertainment industry, pulling them up for my network, and I'm developing a show, and people like what I do. And I get messages say, hey, I like your video. So That's all I'm gonna leave for you today. Take it as you want, and have a blessed day, people.